Good afternoon to everyone. I have to share with you something that I admit never ever happened to me before. Not in a shul, not outside of a shul, but it's a true story. Someone came up to me and says he listens to these spectators and he thanks me for them. I was very happy to hear the feedback. And then he said the following statement. I see you're a Talmid Chacham, so how can you mispronounce Hebrew? You don't say, just not to say God's name, you don't say Amoinai, you say Amonai. You say Baruch Atah, not Baruch Ato. You're a Talmid Chacham. How is it that you don't pronounce Hebrew properly? So I told him three things. Number one, I'm not a Talmid Chacham. I am aspiring to be one, but not there yet. And I believe that God will try me for trying or not trying, not for succeeding. But I have not succeeded yet. Number two, I met Talmidei Chachamim, and believe me, it's an insult to them that you call me one. But number three, and this is the most important, the Sephardic pronunciation has a lot of sources. He said, no, it doesn't. I said, yes, it does. I took out a Gemara Brachot, which happens to be right next to us in that shul, and I showed him a Tosfot in Masechet Brachot, Daf Tov Tet Vav, Amud Bet. The Tosfot says when you say Kriyat Shema, you have to be very careful not to pronounce the words too fast. And one of the examples he brings is from the Rif. Instead of saying Vechara, Af, Hashem Bachem, sometimes it could, if you say it quickly, it will sound like Vecharaf, which is not the correct word. Vecharaf is another word in Hebrew. It's Vechara, Af. I said to him, you can only understand that if you say the Patach and the Kamatz as an A. But if you say the Kamatz as an O, the Charo, and then the Patach as an A, Af, it doesn't make sense, that whole Tosfot. And Tosfot doesn't say a word about, and this is not our pronunciation, which led Rav Yaakov Emden in his Hagaot Yabetz on Shas to say that Harav Koreh B'chol Makom LeKamatz Patach about Rashi, V'chein hu Kriyat HaKamatz L'Sfaradim. And that's not the only one. Rav Ethlinger says the same. And indeed, many of you sing the piyut of Tzur Mishalo Achalnu, the beautiful Zemer on Friday nights. You know that it rhymes. And it says, Savanu ve'achalnu kidvar Hashem. The bottom line is that whole rhyme doesn't make sense unless the kamas, it's like a patach. Baruchu emunai, savanu ve'achalnu kidvar amonai. And therefore, the Sephardic pronunciation has ample sources. I won't tell you his response. Suffice it to say he was very surprised. I'm not sure the next day started the Sephardic pronunciation because he found out that Tosfot, maybe Rashi, and of course the author of Tzur Misha Lo Achalnu have all ultimately pronounced Hebrew like the Sephardic pronunciation, but suffice it to say that it definitely has sources, and those that pronounce their davening in the Sephardic pronunciation can definitely continue with ample sources behind them. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.